excited to share, also emotional, about my journey related to GERD and sleep apnea, like how I came to know that I have these two diseases, what were the symptoms, what emotions I went through, and how I reversed these diseases naturally, and also what do they mean exactly, how I came to know about the root cause. There's a lot of things that I'm going to share today. I hope this video will inspire you to look deeper into your symptoms and your health and empower you to find solutions that work for your body. So yeah, let's get started. Hello everyone, this is Savni and welcome to my channel, which is an experiment with self. I hope you all are doing very well, and I'm really sorry that I am shooting the video after a few weeks. There's something very exciting thing I'm working on and I can't wait to share that with you soon. So stay tuned for that. I want to share something personal and emotional which I have not shared in my previous videos, but this is really important discussion. Over the past few videos I have shared about how I reversed blood pressure and pre-diabetes and how I achieved the sustainable weight loss. My goal has always been to help people to take control of their health naturally, and today I am excited to share, also emotional, about my journey related to GERD and sleep apnea, like how I came to know that I have these two diseases, what were the symptoms, what emotions I went through, and how I reversed these diseases naturally, and also what do they mean exactly, how I came to know about the root cause. There's a lot of things that I'm going to share today. I hope this video will inspire you to look deeper into your symptoms and your health and empower you to find solutions that work for your body. So yeah, let's get started. My intention is simple. If you are struggling with mysterious symptoms like I did, this video might help you to connect the dots and understand what could be going on with your health. As you all know that few years back I was diagnosed with pre-diabetes and then blood pressure, depression, and for blood pressure I was taking 4 medications. After, I think it was about after a month after my medication started, I started feeling a pain in the left side over here, and I was not sure what it is, and I felt like, okay, maybe if I walk I might feel better. I don't know how it came to my mind that okay, I should walk and I might feel better, but I did that and I actually felt good. The pain went away. So the pain kept occurring once in 2 weeks, and then it started coming up once in a week, and one day I had excruciating pain, and all the pain which I had mentioned was, I used to feel the pain in the evening after 6 p.m. But that excruciating pain which I suffered, that was in the morning around 8:30 after having my breakfast, and it was excruciating. I reached out to my doctor and I got panicked. I felt like I'm going to have a heart attack because I'm taking medications for blood pressure and I had a headache. So my immediate reaction was, and again the left side had a pain, I almost felt like I'm going to have a heart attack. So I reached out to my doctor, and this was all during the COVID period. So going to the emergency, you needed a few more paperwork to go to the emergency. So my doctor suggested to come to her office in the afternoon. So I went to her office and when she checked, she said, okay, the ECG is okay, but my blood pressure of course was very high. It was about 180 over 100. I was very anxious, but my doctor confirmed that my heart is doing well, and she said that I might have acid reflux. a new term for me. At that point of time, I didn't know what is acid reflux, what it is, and again, two new medications were prescribed at that time. Of course, after taking the medications, I felt very good. The pain went away, but I had no idea what is acid reflux. Then I did a YouTube search and I came to know that acid reflux is something a little bit more severe than acidity. So I was like, where you get the heartburn, and that was the heartburn symptom for me, which I almost thought it was a heart attack. Yeah, because of those medications I didn't had that kind of severe heartburn again later, but it used to pain. And then eventually I observed my breathing became shallow, and that was super annoying. Like, breathing is such a natural thing, like we sometimes take it for granted. At least I took it for granted for the longest time, unless I realized that my breathing has become shallow, I'm not able to breathe, and I had to literally go out and sit in our backyard or in the patio to take the deep breath. I mean, it's always good to be outside and to get that fresh air, but like the feeling of shallow breathing was, I still can't get over it. It was really, really not a great feeling, and that started becoming intense. Like, I almost felt one day like I'm not able to breathe at all. Like, I was doing everything, pranayam and everything, my breathing was very shallow, and because of that even my blood pressure was increasing. So I reached out to my doctor that this is what is happening. So she suggested me, and also one more thing, even I started, like, I used to snore at night, but in this period my snoring became horrible. Like, no one would love to sleep beside me. It was that horrible. So I told all these things to my doctor, and she suggested I should do a sleep apnea test. Again, a new terminology which I was not aware of it. So I decided to take that test, and she told me I had to go to a pulmonary doctor. So I went there. So they gave me a sleep apnea, a device where they test how many. So what is sleep apnea? It's basically at night they see how many times you have obstructed breathing. So, and because of that, snoring happens. So with that device, I don't remember if I had to put it on my thumb or on the index finger, but one of these fingers I had to put that machine at night, and I had to, like, the machine calculates how many times per hour there was an obstructive breathing, and my numbers came out to be 11 events per hour, which is like a mild sleep apnea, and after 15 is moderate, and after 30 is severe, something like that. But these were all the new terminologies for me. And then I had to, because it was pandemic season, I didn't got the appointment for the pulmonary doctor immediately after the results came out. But in between, I had done a poop test for acid reflux, and from that, what I came to know was I had severe GERD, a new terminology which I was not aware of it. So with GERD, my doctors also told me that the lining of my stomach was affected, and the stomach ulcer was progressing, and it could have been cancerous as well. And my doctor suggested that I should go through the TIF surgery, all new terms for me. And they gave me 3 months to think about it, like basically when I want to get operated. I didn't know anything. I was very much overwhelmed because I don't know any meanings. I, of course, asked about it, but I barely got what my doctors told me at that time, unless when I started to find out what is GERD, what is the root cause of the GERD, and why doctors are suggesting me the TIF surgery, which I will let you know when I talk about what was the root cause. Coming back to sleep apnea, as my numbers were 11 events per hour. I thought that it won't be that bad, because by that time I was reading about it and I thought I had a mild sleep apnea. But then when I started getting emails from my pulmonary doctor after visiting her, that it's, even if it says mild, in my case I can have a heart attack. There is no timeline, but there are chances of getting a heart attack. So they prescribed me with CPAP machine. Again, something new which I was unaware of. And they said, like, they requested me to come for the training on how to use a CPAP machine. And again, as this was a pandemic period, there were all those masks, and you have to, the training was also was taken with all the precautions, but I could hardly hear those doctors what they were telling during the training, unfortunately. Of course, there were manuals presented and the CPAP machine was given to me. So the work of the CPAP machine is, as the breathing gets obstructed at night, the CPAP machine helps to breathe and it doesn't obstruct your sleep. And because I had sleep apnea, my blood pressure numbers were pretty high, even taking the medications, because basically I was not sleeping well. Because of that, it was affecting my blood pressure, and that's why they were recommending to use the CPAP machine. And then the next thing was, when all these things got diagnosed, we were about to go for a road trip, because at that time there was the air flying was not safe. So we decided to go via road trip to the national park, because that was the safest, it is outdoors. So we decided to go to Utah, and it was all planned. It's not like we decided out on the fly that, oh, let's go here. No, it was a holiday season and we decided we should go over here, that's the safest option. And I requested my doctors, that pulmonary doctor especially, that okay, we are going on a vacation, how should I carry, because the CPAP machine is pretty big. There's a mask and there is that oxygen machine where the air flows, and there's a tube. So how I'm going to, what should I do? Like, if you are saying you are going to give me this machine for a month to try out if the mask fits me well, if I'm comfortable. And the doctor suggested me to take that machine with me on a vacation and do the testing. So I was honestly not comfortable wearing that. I mean, the thing that through some artificial air I'm going to get the oxygen, it made me think lot of things, and that was my lowest point with respect to health. That made me question about every single thing that has happened with me so far, every single disease, because at least I can't even imagine not breathing naturally and breathing with something external forces. And at a young age, I was 27 when all this got diagnosed. So it was heartbreaking for me. I have cried a lot. I didn't have any answers. I had no one to talk about it. And then as we went for the hiking and stuff like that, honestly, I was not able to hike much. But as I had lost some weight, like by that time I had lost like 20-30 pounds, I was able to walk a little bit more than what I would do previously. And in that nature, I don't know, I was sitting all alone. I was writing and I started looking for answers. I was like, I need to take charge of my health. It's only me who can help myself. No one is going to help here, not even doctors. That is what I realized. And so this thought that I will have to use this CPAP machine until I'm alive in this physical body, it freaked me out. I can't explain you the feeling I had at that time. It was not great. And I have heard and I have also read about it that once you get hooked up with the CPAP machine, I mean, of course, now as I have reversed the sleep apnea, I could say that yes, you can definitely get rid of it, but I have heard that it takes time. So yeah, that thought freaked me out a lot, and that made me think about a lot of questions about life, health, what I'm doing, etc. I have decided to stop here and to continue in the next one because the video is getting a little bit longer. And in the next video, I will discuss about how I was able to find the root cause and how I was able to reverse GERD and sleep apnea, and of course, what is GERD as well. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.